And I'm gonna get some green in there and then pick up some red. Do you see the layer there? What did I do? You ready to do this? You ready to do this?
Hope so.
This one's gonna hurt your head. But I want to get you to think like a scientist. Now this has something to do with density.
Density basically means it's got more of the molecules in a smaller space.
So are you particularly dense or what?
No, that would be Ethan.
Oh, that's Ethan. Okay, Ethan's particularly dense. Well, it's a measure. It's a measure of a certain amount of mass in a particular volume. If I had a piece of wood and I threw it out into a pond,
it's less dense than the water.
Has more density.
yeah, it's more dense. That's what I'm saying. Very simple. So that's fine. We can teach density of this all day. But more than that, you know, scientists look for patterns. That's why I have my beard, and you can grab your beard. And you go. When they make observations, they usually think a lot before they speak. And there's a pattern here in these liquids. One of these 5 bottles is just pure water with some food coloring in it. And another bottle got pure water and a little salt, and then a little more, a little more, and a little more. So they're all 5 different densities. And these aren't in any particular order. I just set them in the rack, so it doesn't mean
I'm
they go.
guessing that has no salt.
There's no food coloring in there, but it doesn't mean there might not be salt.
Correct.
It would just have to be dissolved well.
Well, all of them are dissolved well, aren't they? See? That's why I used, see what it says on the label here?
Oh, kosher salt.
Kosher salt.
Because there's that salt with no iodine added.
Yeah, usually the salt by the grocery store has iodine added for medicinal reasons. But when you use iodized salt, it makes these tubes cloudy. Looks like, you know, salt water, kind of cloudy. So if you use kosher salt or non-iodized salt, you get nice clear translucent, and that's important. But I made a gallon of this at a time, each one of these, and put in half a cup of salt, kosher salt, in 1 gallon. Then the next gallon, I put a cup, and then a cup and a half, and 2 cups of salt. And it takes a while for the salt to clear up. So when you first put the salt in, it'll look cloudy, but after a while, it'll clear like this. Here's the challenge for you guys to do this trick. I'm gonna go down and pick some up. You see how I did that with my finger? Mm-hmm. And then if I raise my finger up off the hole, it'll come back out, right? And I pick some of that up, and then I can shake that. And maybe I'll go over here and get some green and pick it up. That's cool. I can pick them all up if I want to. What I want you to be able to do, and I'm gonna get some green in there, and then I'm gonna go into the red, and I'm not gonna lift my finger up. I'm gonna go down and pick up some red. And what did I do? Do you see the layer there? Mm-hmm. So which one is more dense and which one's less dense?
The red is more dense.
Because
green is less dense.
now I'm gonna do it the other way. Which is the other way now?
Red then green.
Red then green.
Red. So I'm gonna put some red in and then get some green. I go down a little bit. Ooh, what happened?
It mixed.
It mixed, so that was a dud. So I knew that I had them upside down, didn't I?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, can you get a straw with 5 layers in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if I wanted to be a real sneaky weasel, I could make more than 5 colors. If you got some really fast kids, I might make 8 colors. And if I really want to be mean, I might make 2 blues that have different densities. And you go, whoa, it's going to drive them nuts. But it's the idea that you have to look for a pattern. That's all we're trying to do. So let's see how he does. Oh, so what did you just learn right there?
So blue is more dense than white
Okay.
because they didn't mix.
What would a scientist do? Hold on just for a second. What would a scientist do right now?
Write it
Write
down.
down.
You'd make a note of that, wouldn't it? We're not going to do it. But that-
You make a note of that in your mind.
you know, you don't have to use test tubes for this activity, but it looks cool. Looks like it makes it a little more official. But any little containers will work. Make sure they're deep enough that the straw can go in, 4 or 5 times. You know, you don't have to use salt water to do this. It's just kind of neat to get them to have all the clarity. But I've done it with available liquids like a soda and then a diet soda. There's quite a bit of difference in density because of all the sugar it's in the regular drink. We already established that one, didn't we? Watch this. Starting to overheat there a little bit.
Blue.
Okay.
Yellow, green, red, or blue.
Let's give that man a hand. He hogged it from. He got the light bulb invented before we did. Well, okay, good luck with that. This is a really neat activity. Doesn't cost much to do it. You can have all, as many colors as you want. And it's amazing how it doesn't take much difference in salinity. I've seen them with 10 layers. Each time you add another color, it's exponential in the number of mixes there, the combinations. So if you're trying to get this done in 10 or 15 minutes in a classroom, you probably will want to do it with just 5 colors. But I'll leave that all to you. You did pretty good. Well, there for a second, you were a scientist. Thanks a lot. Say goodbye to the folks.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.